First of all, no one under like 40 is listening to this.
My kids are.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, my kids love it.
Hey, Arthur and
Nora and
Nora.
Lizzie.
I was going to guess.
Nora doesn't listen as much. She's my worst child. Nora, you're my least favorite.
That'll learn you.
She knows that already. I love you, baby.
All right, so you ready to talk about this amazing movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, beware. So you're not ready.
I was born ready.
Beware and warning and Merry Choosemas today, everybody.
No. Ho, ho, ho. No.
No. So my name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And today we brought back a very special guest.
Other Abby.
Or Abby number 2.
Abby 2.
As we like to call you.
Abby Choosemas.
So yeah, today we thought we would take a little bit of a break and not talking about a Choose Your Own Adventure book, but talk about the Choose Your Own Adventure movie, The Abominable Snowman.
Mm-hmm.
So
the best thing about this movie that I can say to prepare everyone for it was forget everything that you know about the book, except the location.
Or just in general, just forget everything you know.
Mm-hmm. Just don't think.
In general. Because it will be a lot better of a viewing experience.
Yeah, pretty much.
I also think it's very important to mentally put yourself into 2006 when watching this.
Oh, for sure. Like, go grab a baby tea and get on your juicy couture.
How did you know that's exactly what we did to watch this movie?
Yeah, you guys put on your juicy, flared twin set with the zip up.
Don't forget the Van Dutch hat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Me and Abby too, we kind of have a Christmas tradition where we watch bad Christmas movies, just because. So we've watched the Star Wars Holiday Special and the He-Man special. We've watched in the past, so thought this would be fun to kind of add to the repertoire of just bad holiday movies. This isn't a holiday movie per se, but
there's snow in it.
There is snow.
If there's snow in a movie, it's a holiday movie for me.
Exactly. Where do you fall on Die Hard?
Oh, it's definitely an Xmas movie for me.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, it happens in the season. There's a tree in it. It's got Snape in it, which is the bar for making all the Harry Potter movies Xmas movies.
There you go.
So that's the bar.
Merry Rickmas, as I like to say.
Is he in it? He's in that other one.
The other one.
The other one with all the people in it. The Keira
Oh,
Knightley
yeah.
one. What's that one called?
I don't know. You said people in the movie. It's literally every movie.
It's got all the people. It's got the guy who does the cards. You know, like, to me, you're perfect.
Oh, yeah, that movie. I don't know what it's called.
I never told you that I liked you, but then you married my best friend, and I took pictures at your wedding. I was the videographer at your wedding, and then all of the videos are of you, and it's creepy. Yeah. I think Laura Linney might be in it.
Laura Linney's in everything.
Bill Nighy's in it, right?
Bill Nighy's in it.
Love Actually?
That's
I was going to say Love Actually,
okay.
but it didn't sound
That
right.
is Love Actually is 2003, so that puts us right in the correct mindset.
Yeah, and that's
for our
also an
discussion.
Xmas movie, and Alan Rickman is in that too, so that makes it an Xmas movie.
So, anyway. Me and Abby just like to watch random bad holiday movies during the season, and so wanted to bring Abby 2 in as you're an expert by now.
Right.
Yes, I know a bad movie when I see it.
We watched the Choose Your Own Adventure movie, The Abominable Snowman. So, based on the book,
Loosely.
but barely. There are flying yetis.
You know how
And-
when you like see a movie and it's like, this is based on a true story,
Inspired by true events.
inspired by true events, and they're like, oh, we named the dog has the same name as in the true story, and that's it.
It happened on Earth. And that's it.
So if you were a huge fan of the book,
This has nothing
to do.
No.
Right. They look for Yetis, and a Yeti flies, and you go to Shangri-La, and that's really the only similarities.
Yeah.
But the cast for that they got for this is so impressive.
Stacked.
They got William H. Macy, who is the voice of the uncle. There's Frankie Muniz.
Remember, 2006.
Yeah, but even like 2006 Frankie Muniz, like I feel like he's more like a...
I mean, Malcolm in the Middle, was he in the middle of bankruptcy or something at this point?
No, he's like, he is like super well off. Like he owns like several vineyards, I think, and like
No, I mean,
race cars.
in 2006,
Oh, fair enough.
was he in the middle of financial strife? And then he was
don't
like,
think
sure, I'll do
so.
this for money.
Uh,
I also
We'll
love
look it
that
up.
there's a number 1 on the side of this movie.
oh, yeah,
like,
we'll get to that. We'll get to
Okay.
that. So there's William H. Macy, there's
Yep.
Frankie Muniz,
Okay.
Lacey Chabert?
Chabert. I don't know. I'm saying it French because she's fancy.
Lacey Chabert from Mean Girls.
Yes.
And then
Gretchen Wieners.
there's Daryl Sabara from the Spy Kids movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then even like the supporting cast
Yes.
is all big names. There's Phil Lamar,
Yeah.
who did the voice of Samurai Jack. There's James Hong is in this, who
Yes.
was in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
And then even the voice of the monkey is D. Bradley Baker, who was who's a very big voice actor.
Right.
Well, and
and
you're forgetting Felicity Huffman.
yeah.
Oh, and Felicity Huffman's in this too. Yes.
I know. It's insane.
Malcolm in the Middle finished in 2006.
So
Okay.
he was just like, hey, I've hit my peak of my stardom. I'm ready to start making big films.
It's time to transition from TV to movies, and this is the first. This is the first jump. This and Agent Cody Banks.
Yes. I forgot about
Bold moves.
Yes.
Bold choices.
Let's do James Bond, but for kids. That will age well. So how about let's go into choose your own summary. So Abby, you're going to do. You are going to summarize this movie, but you have to do it in 60 seconds or less,
Okay.
and you get to choose which option you want. So option 1 is since William H. Macy is in this, you're going to do it in a William H. Macy Fargo voice.
So my own voice.
But this amped up. Just a lot of, oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Or option 2 is you're going to do it in like a Frankie Muniz kind of voice. So just a lot of, just kind of fast talking, just really upbeat. So again, kind of your normal
So
voice. in
also
general,
my own
but
voice.
just amped up.
Oh, good.
So you're either really North Dakotan
Yep.
or on a lot of caffeine.
Okay, I think I'm gonna lean really hard into the Midwest accent and do the Fargo accent.
I
Yeah.
approve.
Okay.
All right, so you ready?
I gotta get into character. I gotta pretend I'm a down on my luck car salesman. Isn't that what his character was in that movie? I can't
Yes.
remember. Yeah, okay. I love that movie. Guys, go watch Fargo. What a
Is that your favorite Coen or no?
yeah, for sure.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had an awkward time one time in my life where I was like recommending it to my grandma, and I was like, "We should watch that." I love Fargo,
Ugh.
and I watched Fargo with my grandma.
Well, there's parts of that you forget.
Yeah,
Until you're watching it with
Yes.
your grandma.
until you're watching it with your grandma, and then you're like, "Ha! Oh,
Yeah.
no!" I'm like, "Grandma, close your eyes."
All right, well,
Okay.
you ready?
No.
And 60 seconds starts now.
Oh, geez. So there's these three kids.
Just 3 kids off to a bad start.
Okay, sorry. Oh, heck. Oh, come on. Now, there's 3 kids, and god darn, their parents died, so they're orphans. So these 3 orphans, their uncle who maybe is their caregiver. We're not real sure. He's in Nepal, and he asks them to kind of go and pick up and go over there, don't you know? And so he goes over. They go over there to Nepal, and then the Sherpa picks him up, and then they're in an airplane, and maybe the airplane crashes, but you gotta choose if you're gonna maybe jump out of it. I'm not sure if you should do it or not. There's parachutes. You should maybe jump out. I'm not sure, but sometimes you get out, and sometimes you find the Yetis, but you gotta kind of
have a heck of a time.
You gotta have just the worst darn luck, you know, and you gotta look for your
5 seconds.
uncle, and also maybe find the Yetis or something. I don't know.
That was. I'm not joking. That was probably your best intro ever.
Thank you.
It was the northern Wisconsin and the applause. That was, oh yeah, you betcha. That was a solid accent right there.
When you get a don't you know in there, I think that's when you know. Oh gosh. Are
you still doing it or no?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I think most of our listeners, guys, are maybe overseas, and so, you know, they don't know this accent quite so much. We don't really talk like that.
I mean, we do. It's just not
Yeah, we do. It's funny because I don't think that we sound like that, but then every once in a while I'll say Wisconsin in a way, and I'm like, oh yeah, that really came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, guys.
There's certain words.
Yeah, for sure.
Soda.
Soda.
So, let's get into Abominable Snowman. So this movie starts off with 2 eagles
Caw-caw!
flying around, and they come up a lot throughout the story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of continuity between the different branches, which I appreciated. It's usually not typical of a Montgomery. So
you can tell he had nothing to do with the movie. He sold the rights, and that was it.
Right.
He was like, I'm out of here. Give me the money.
Oh, first of all, before we even do that, let's back up and go into the logo. So the logo is.
Oh yeah. And can we talk about the theme song too?
We'll talk about themes. We can talk about the theme song later.
Oof.
So yeah, the logo was by I think the company's called Lean Forward Media, and it's I'm not sure if it's a company that still exists anymore, but the logo is an animation of a kid like running on the globe.
Yeah.
And it looks the globe is spinning. This kid is running, and it's very like stilted animation, and you can kind of tell based off of that like what you're getting in for.
Oh yeah. My kids were like, because I watched this with my children, and they were like, "Oh, it looks like flashcards."
But
and you can. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I think the production quality visually matches the production quality of an R.A. Montgomery.
Yeah.
Like
For better or
in
worse.
print, you know, in terms of like finding myself saying, what is going on? And why did that choice get made? But just visually.
Right, definitely. So yeah, it starts off with these 2 eagles that are gonna kind of guide the 3 kiddos. So you got me saying 2 kiddos now. It's gonna guide the 3 kiddos kind of throughout the story, kind of with this continuity. So it starts with this big zoom on their house. And me and Abby, too, watched it a second time this morning. I forgot that their house is, like, perched on the top of, like, this huge cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fence.
No. Their parents were adventurers, and so they were like, which totally awesome and, like, badass location can we build on?
Can we just make a typical farmhouse?
Yeah. We want to build on a cool place that's dangerous for children, but we want it also to be wholesome.
Exactly. So then we have our 3 kiddos. There's Frankie Muniz, who is Benji.
Benji.
And so he's
the Peter.
He is the Peter of the group. He definitely is. So he's smart and kind of timid, doesn't want to go on adventure. Kind of annoying.
He's the techie.
Yeah, so he's also invented. He's also an inventor, and has invented kind of like a big like a palm pocket, basically.
Yeah, and what was it called?
How could you forget the name? The name is called the Benjin.
Oh, yeah, the Benjin.
And
like his name plus engine.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Did you really not get that?
No.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Which is...
Yes,
a choice.
And it's a very like 2006 like wow, technology can solve everything, because he keeps coming up in all of the storylines with just like, I invented this thing and it completely solves this one specific problem that there's no way I could have ever known that this was actually going to be a specific problem, but I already solved it with
he didn't bring it up before. He didn't bring up how these gadgets could potentially solve problems.
And it's like a very Inspector Gadget type of thing, where it's like this small machine, but it's like all of a sudden this like arm will pop out of it. And
exactly. So anyway, the Benjin actually plays a lot into the story, because that's how you kind of choose the different options later on when you're progressing through the movie. So anyway, there's Benjamin. I think he's the middle kid, or was he the oldest?
Yeah, well, he's the middle one because Krista's the oldest.
Okay, yes. Then there's Krista, who's played by Lacey Chabert, and she's kind of adventurer, go-getter. She has a pet snake that she calls Whiskers.
So cute. She makes the bold choices. She's kind of an animal whisperer.
She's definitely the Abby of the group.
She's the Abby of the group, yeah.
She's very big sister in all of this.
Yes. And then there is the little brother,
Marco,
and that's Daryl Sabera. And
he's the funny one. He's the comedic relief.
And mischievous.
Yeah.
He gets into trouble.
Yeah. But he doesn't have as much of an arc as the other two do.
No.
The other two, depending on the choices you make, they have different kind of things their characters are trying to work out.
Right.
Marco, not so much.
No, he has like three character traits. He's like funny, he is mischievous, and he is laying in his hammock a lot. So like everyone knows he's like, he's a silly guy. He gets into trouble and he likes to lay around.
Right.
It's the kind of the stereotypical take charge older sister, nerdy middle brother,
And the baby.
and then the mischievous younger brother.
Yeah.
Which I did find it funny that Frankie Muniz voiced Benjamin, who is in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you seriously not?
No,
get that?
I didn't. Because I just assumed he was
Benji
older
in
for
the
some
middle.
reason.
Oh.
He had the biggest part out of everybody, so I assumed that he was older for some reason. But, so yeah, that was just... That
Based
was
on height, because when you watch, especially Japanese anime, height tells you how old somebody is.
Fair
so
enough, yeah.
she's taller than he is.
So yeah, they get into hijinks right away, and then they get a call from Uncle Rudy.
Yeah.
And Uncle Rudy is played by William H. Macy. Now, William H. Macy isn't doing his normal William H. Macy voice.
No.
How would you describe his voice, Abby?
Trying too hard. He was being a real try-hard in this,
Well, it's funny you should say that, because Felicity Huffman is also in this, which is his wife in real life. And she just I think she literally phoned it in. She was like, "Oh, thank God you're here." There's one, not to skip ahead, but there's one line she said, it was like, "Oh, I already called SOS." It's so muted and so one take and I'm done.
Oh, she was the pilot?
She was the pilot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And when she kind of threw away that line, the pilot is sitting with a broken arm outside of a crashed helicopter.
Yeah. She should be screaming in pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys ever broken limbs? I broke my tailbone sliding down. Sliding down the stairs. It was horrible, man. That's terrible. It's excruciating. You're screaming and crying. Ouch!
And that was just
you're
the
not
stairs.
just
You didn't crash a
it's fine. I flew the helicopter in the ground. It's fine. I called SOS. Yeah, go look at whatever that flashing light is in the woods. Bye.
Yeah, thank God you're here.
I'm fine.
Uncle Rudy's missing.
I'm fine. Bye. Go.
So just pop in, and she won't go on the adventure. She'll pop in and out.
Yeah.
So it's because I think they only had her for an hour. Basically.
Yeah. They're like, we got 30 minutes. Go.
But anyway, so Uncle Rudy pops in to tell him that he is in Nepal searching for Yeti.
Yeah.
And so the three kiddos, their parents are deceased. They were adventurers as well, and they died on some sort of adventure, which Frankie Muniz character is resentful of.
Oh, yeah. Which you kind of don't really get until you get into the later storylines.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then he gets real whiny about it. Real whiny about it. I mean, it's like, calm down, bro.
But we often, when we're reading these books, we often say, like, who is watching these kids?
Yes.
And the answer in this is, well, no one.
Literally no one. And, like, you don't know how old these kids are. Again, like usual. But if I had to guess, I would say that the oldest sister, Krista, is maybe 14.
I would say 14.
Yeah, 14.
Like, just based
14,
on, like...
12, 10, maybe.
Yeah, like, in that age range, I would say, like, none of them are out of middle school. I mean, the youngest kid looked like he was maybe, 8?
Yes.
7 or 8? And they have no parent?
Well, and they
At their
appear to be
house?
living at that house completely by themselves
Yeah.
on the edge of a cliff.
And do they go to school? Like, how do they do anything? Who brings them groceries?
Well, there's no, like, road up to that house either, so it was just, like, isolated.
Maybe they send Whiskers out.
Whiskers the snake.
Whiskers, can you get us some... Oh, what do you guys want tonight? Pad Thai? Or pizza?
So Uncle Rudy messages them, says that, hey, well, I'm in Nepal, and soon you're going to be in Nepal too because you're going to help me look for Yeti. And Benjamin says, hey, Yetis don't exist. But the sister, Krista, Lacey Chabert, she says, well, our parents thought that Yetis existed because they tried to take a picture of one, and there was something wrong with the camera.
They had a disposable camera with them at the time, and like they thought they had more film, and they were just like, "Oh no!"
Don't you hate it?
Sometimes
you
at
might
the
need to
end of the
explain this
roll,
to, like, younger listeners.
If you guys don't know what a disposable camera is, a long time
No,
ago.
you might need to go back to film. What is film?
First of all, no one under like 40 is listening to this.
My kids are.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, my kids love it.
Hey, Arthur and
Nora and
Nora.
Lizzie.
I was going to guess. And then
Nora doesn't listen as much. She's my
that's
worst child. Nora, you're my least favorite.
that'll learn you.
She knows that already. I love you, baby.
The parents also left a adventure journal too, and that was, and Uncle Rudy wants that.
Yeah, he said, guard it with your life.
Yep, and
Which
so
is
he
a
wants the
weird
kid
thing to
bring
say about someone's journal.
Yeah, what would you say to a kid?
To a child.
Yeah.
So there actually is kind of a journal inside the DVD case.
Yeah.
So it's kind of filled with
Which,
facts.
did you guard it with your life?
I mean,
I didn't. Like, I thought I brought it along with me, and girl, it is not in my bag. Like, oops.
well, I mean, you failed.
Oops.
The end? Question mark. So
Can I go back and remake that choice on my Benjamin?
then Uncle Rudy. Oh, first of all, Uncle Rudy starts off the conversation by saying "Namaste," which is a traditional greeting in India and the surrounding area. Namaste basically means "I bow to you," and it's how people say hello in that culture. And so I think it was a good example of what this movie is kind of trying to do, because it's trying to teach, but then it's also trying to say, well, forget about that. Because then he signs off, or he's about to end his call, and the kids say namaste back to him. And Uncle Rudy says, Gesundheit.
Yeah.
As like he didn't hear them, or as a joke, like, oh, your foreign language is funny to me.
Yeah. There's been a lot of chatter in like the yoga world and stuff too about using namaste. I don't use it when I'm going to yoga classes just because I don't want to.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, one reason I said, think 2006. They were clearly trying, and then they immediately would immediately undercut themselves at every single turn.
Take it back.
Yep. Or make fun of it or other it.
And,
And it was like, oh, almost, but then you biffed.
Right, you were just better off just leaving it off.
Could have just not. Yeah. Which is a very, again, R.A. Montgomery type of thing to do.
Yeah, even in the re-releases, they try a little bit better, but they still don't get it right. So anyway, the 3 kids, they go off on their adventure. They meet up with Pasang, who is a Sherpa. I'm sorry. He is a Sherpa, played by Phil Lamar.
I would also like to point out, I was very annoyed that they used the word Sherpa, because there's Sherpa with a capital S, and then there's a Sherpa with a lowercase s. And Sherpa with a capital S is the ethnic people who live in that area.
Yes.
And Sherpas with a lowercase s are the people who actually, help people get up
like
mountains and stuff. And often Sherpa capital HS are
guides.
But they were just kind of like, oh yeah, he's a Sherpa. And then there was another joke, and then they just moved on.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, again, you missed an opportunity to really kind of explain something here. And then they later made fun of his height, too.
Yeah. Vertically challenged.
Yes. Well, to me, that's not even the most egregious part, because they land at the airport. They have to meet up with Pasang. And so Pasang has a little buddy, a little monkey called Bucky.
He just called him Monkey at first, and then the kids are like, we're going to just rename him Bucky.
Because of his buck teeth.
Because of his buck teeth. And I don't know, man. Like, I'm not the one to, like, call out stereotypes.
I am.
I meant to say was, like, I don't have the language to really give it justice, but to have a monkey character with buck teeth, it's not a great look.
Basically, every monkey character in kids' books has been said to be a bad look.
Just because of the history of what that means.
Yes. It's very much been used for, like, racial stereotyping. So don't do that if you're thinking about writing a kids' book. PSA from 3 librarians who have been working with kids for a long time and know a lot about kids' books. Don't do it.
Yep. And especially in the presence of trying to introduce another culture, when that is the comic relief they're bringing in. It's just, it's a swing and a miss, because you're trying to make it funny, but you chose something that is often racially problematic, especially in children's literature and children's programming.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're tossing it off as jokes.
Yeah, you're like, hey, here's a minstrel character. It's a monkey. Oh, my God. I was sitting there watching with my kids, and I'm like, do I cover their eyes, or do I just turn this off?
Do I talk about the history of minstrel characters and appropriation?
My God.
Well, there was even the part where they get to Nepal, and to jump ahead a little bit, they get to Nepal, and there are people there that are doing a dance for Mani Rimdu. So they're doing a dance for Mani Rimdu. I apologize.
When they're at the temple?
Yeah, they're at this temple, and they're doing kind of this dance with masks, and I think, the characters are trying to explain it to each other, kind of to give exposition to the audience, to try and make it an educational moment. And it is immediately undercut by Bucky the monkey trying to do the dance as well, and of course failing.
Yep. The monkey could have been not there, and I would have been just fine, just so fine with it. It would have been really good.
Yeah, because I think there's other, like, funny moments in the story, or in the movie without the monkey.
Yeah.
Because I think that's kind of what the younger brother was for, was to kind of be the comic relief, because they often make fun of his, like, smelly socks. In 2 different arcs, they made fun of his smelly socks.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily need an extra comic relief, especially one that is now viewed as problematic.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up very well, hey.
Right. So you have to go onto this this very poorly designed airplane that's falling apart in the sky, and then from there you either jump off with a parachute or you try to land it. So how about, I think we're going a little bit long, but how about, Abby, if you want to, what was your first run through? Do you remember even? I don't know if you remember ours.
So I did jump out.
Yes, we did too.
I did the parachute thing. So when you do the parachute and jump out of the plane, you land.
Well, first of all, when you choose the parachute, it's really funny because Frankie Muniz is already screaming
Yeah.
Like he's fallen out of the sky.
But he's not.
But he's not. He's still on the plane.
He's just standing in the doorway.
What a character.
What a rube. So it's great because then, Krista like pushes him out of the plane. She's like, here, I'll jump first. And then she pushes him. It's great. It's hilarious. And then, everyone's like, we're falling. And he finally is like, this is fun. Then you all land. You're in the middle of this kind of big market area. And you get a call on your little Benjin.
The Benjin.
You get a call. I hate calling it that. You get a call on your Palm Pilot. I'm going to call it
the Benjin.
Anything else.
It's called the Benjin.
Oh my God. You get a call on
your Benjin.
Benjin.
Yes.
And it is Felicity Huffman, the pilot.
Like, hey kid.
She's like, hey, your uncle's missing.
I don't know what to do.
We were expecting you at the base camp, but you're not here. And your uncle went off to look for Yachty. And where are you? And you're like, oh, we're in the middle of this market. We have our parents' really important journal. And you're like shouting this. And this like scary looking guy who's really big is over there.
Yes.
And he has like a real like sly look like, ooh, I'm overhearing this and I'm going to come and make some mischief. So he comes over by you and he's like, I'm your uncle's friend and I'm going to take you to him and he's in this jungle.
So he says that he was his old guide.
Yeah. And Pasang is like, I don't think so.
Yeah, because Pasang has been the guide for the longest time.
And he's like, I've been his guide for 10 years. Who are you? Because I've been his guide for 10 years, so you haven't been his guide for forever and ever. And he's like, oh, I was his guide 11 years ago. That's why you don't know me. And he's like, so you got to come with me because I know where he is. He's in the jungle. Come with me, guys.
Right.
He wants you to come with me.
So then what did you do from there?
I was like, I'm not going with this guy.
So yeah, we didn't trust him either. So yeah, if you go with him, you get like, he's a, what do you call it?
He's a poacher.
Yes, he's a poacher.
Yeah, we did do that one time.
And so yeah, there's one time he can capture you and like throw you in a tiger pit.
Yeah.
And
the end.
Yeah, the end? Question mark.
Or you can try to run away from him. There's spiders and stuff involved. It's really fun if you go with him. But I didn't do that on my first run through.
Yes.
We left. We were like, oh gosh, we're going to leave.
So that's what we did too.
And he was like, oh, that's too bad. Yoink! And he steals your parents' journal. And he starts running. And you're like, oh, we're going to try to get it. Get the journal back from him. And then a cop's like, stop, guy. And then
there's kind of like a montage of all the things that you have to do to like, you have no control, but like you have no control, but the cartoon, the movie makes choices for you, and so like there's like a carpet you throw at him, and just the action sequences in general, you can just tell like the production value is not the best because like the frame rate is fairly slow.
Yeah,
it can't really catch up with
choppy.
Like the different action sequences and the speed.
Yeah, it's like watching one of those like weird, what were those movies where it was like boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm talking about? Where it was inside of a...
like a big spinny thing?
Yeah, a spinny thing, and it's like...
What are those called?
I don't remember.
It's like the horse.
Yeah.
You watch the horse go around.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Something type or something. I can't remember. Whatever. Peter will fix that in post.
I absolutely will not.
It's called a and Peter's going to fix that later. He will voice over that later. So anyway, the cops come after you trip him and stuff. You take the journal and then you go.
So then I think you go up into the mountains.
Yep, you're in the mountains.
And you can choose which tracks to follow.
Yeah, you can follow.
So you can either choose to follow the human tracks or the Yeti tracks.
Yeah, there's like big tracks that look like Yeti tracks. Or you can follow the human tracks, which with the Benjin.
Yes, the Benjin has Uncle Rudy's footprint in it.
Which is kind of creepy. Benji's like, I've scanned my uncle's footprints, and I know these are his for sure. I know all of his feet. I know what his grippers look like, and this is it. If you follow the Yeti footprints, it's not Yeti footprints, it's a bear.
It's a bear, and you get chased off.
Yeah, and then you die, because then it says the end.
Right. But anytime there's an ending, what's kind of neat is that you can go back. The DVD is smart enough that you can pick any of the different choices that you made along the way and just replay them. So I did like that feature. That was really smart.
Yeah, I liked that too, because it would be like the end and then a question mark, and then it's like, hey, every choice that you've made up until now, you can go back and redo any part of it, which was cool. But I didn't choose that then. I chose to follow the uncle's footprints.
Yeah, we did too.
And then they disappear. And you're like, what should we do? And then it's like, oh, there's a temple up there. Great, cool. So you go up to the temple to rest. And then Krista's like, I don't want to rest. I want to go and look for the Yeti. That's me doing my voice.
And then basically. Benjamin has the vapors.
And then Benji's like, I'm really tired. And he's like sweating. And then you have to decide.
He also has like hallucinations too, because these people are dancing with masks, and like the masks get like scary and disoriented.
They're like wobbly, wibbly wobbly. So it's like, should we decide to stay at the temple and rest or go and look in the woods? So I decided he's looking a little worse for the wear. Let's stay here and rest.
So you rested.
And he passes out. Like full on passes out. And then it's like, buddy, are you okay? And he had, what was it called?
Mountain sickness?
Basically. You had the mountain sickness. You had the mountain sickness, son. No, he had like AMS something. Like, I can't remember what it was called. Mountain sickness.
Well, because of the altitude.
Altitude mountain sickness, yeah. And then, but he's fine now. And then it's like, hey, I'm your Uncle Rudy, and I was up here the whole time. And then, and then it's like, oh, look, there's the eagles. And you look out the window, and then there's the Yetis down there.
Yes.
And you take a picture.
Right.
And then your uncle's like, quick, kids, get your stuff. We're going to go to Paris. But first, let's take a picture. And you're going to be part of an organization of people who are adventurers. And they give you a medal. There's a medal ceremony, and that's it.
Yes. And so then you fly off with Felicity Huffman, William H. Macy, the 3 kids, but Pasang is left behind.
Yep. Thanks for nothing, bud. Bye.
Yeah, which I didn't necessarily think was very fun.
Also, he didn't get a medal.
He didn't.
Well, I think he's already part of the society.
Yeah, his medal is like under his coat or something.
Because Uncle Rudy was like, well, I think we should let him in.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Or I think we should let him know.
Right.
And Pasang was like, okay.
I like how you get like a full-on like medal ceremony, like you're in the Olympics or something. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you keep a secret society secret. Really.
Yeah, everyone gets a medal that you physically have to wear around your neck at all times.
But if you don't rest at the temple, you end up in the forest. Did you go to the forest?
No.
Oh, so if you go to the forest, then you see these Himalayan honey catchers, which is actually a real thing. We looked it up.
Oh, cool.
And so they try to capture like raw honey in the mountains, and it's actually really dangerous. Like they like have to climb down on ropes to get there.
Cool.
But what happens is the bees get disturbed, and they chase you into the forest, and you die.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, well, there's never really any death.
Yeah,
death
you don't
is just
see
alluded
the
to.
dying.
It's just a fade to black and then the end question mark.
Yeah.
And then you just assume you die.
Right.
Because it's a choose your own adventure. And
Yeah.
you're primed to think that you're going to die at every turn.
Right.
True. But yeah, that was my first run through, and it sounds like yours too.
Basically, I think the only thing that was different was that we died in the forest by bees.
Oh, okay. You died in the forest by bees. Huh?
Yes.
And then we
backtracked
and we
gave
us
us
that
back
option
to
to go back. And the functionality of the DVD was actually pretty good, because as you go through, it doesn't show you any choices that you haven't got to make yet. So it's not like a generic, like, here's all of your options screen. It knows where you are.
Yeah, and it's nice because it keeps all your, how we always are saying, like, oh, you got to have, like, bookmarks or keep your fingers in all the places. It keeps your fingers in all the places for you. It's great.
I did like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very innovative.
Yes. But yeah, that was like I think the big win was like, that was the way to win the movie.
More or less. There's different ways to get to Shangri-La.
The Shangri-La
which is from
the other way to
the
win.
story.
Yeah.
So you can there's a few different ways you can either get there with Uncle Rudy or not.
Yeah. That was the other
There
winning
was
ending.
one version I don't know if you got to this, but it was somewhat dark. You can either choose to go to Shangri-La. Oh, so you're Benjamin.
Uh-huh.
So the whole family wants to go to Shangri-La. Because you're at the final temple. Everyone wants to go. Benjamin is all salty because he doesn't want to live a life of adventure, because he doesn't want to take risks, because that's how his parents died, which is understandable.
Yeah, he's like, my parents were selfish. They left me alone. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's true.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. It's a fair way to look at it.
Yeah.
So like the wise man character, which again, like Abby said, this movie and the original story kind of mystifies this whole culture.
Yeah.
But anyway, this wise man character says, oh, you can there's two different paths you can take, which is kind of a good allegory for life, but also like a literal interpretation of these books.
Oh yeah, and it makes a literal curving
Yes.
path.
Yes,
like
two paths,
out of
and they light up in gold.
Yes.
Literally.
So you can either go with your family, or you can go and live a life free of adventure, but you'd be by yourself.
And it'd be stable.
And it would be stable because we didn't go back and watch it, but he made it sound like, oh, well, you would know the answers to all of life's like questions, basically.
Yeah.
And so, I think when we got to that choice, we first chose to go alone. And so, you're walking off on this golden path. You open up the door, and there is another door. So you have to open up that, and then you have to open up another door, and Frankie Muniz is starting to like go insane. Until you finally open up the last door, and it is the screen door of the original house. And so, like, you're banging on it because you can't open that last door. And so you're banging on it, going insane. And the movie just plays over from the beginning.
Oh, my God.
And
like,
so
literally, like,
yes.
Yeah, it's the exact beginning. And what bothered me about that was the wise man in the temple off on a craggy cliff kind of thing said very specifically, you will live a stable life and it'll be wonderful, but you won't do it with a family. And then immediately lied because there you are with your family about to set off on adventures, and then it throws you right back into all the same adventures. So everything was a lie, even though I picked that path. I was like, no, I don't want to be around people.
Yeah, it's like basically he said, like, you choose wrong. I'm going to make you do this all over again so you don't screw it up this time. You little dum-dum.
And we even watched it out because Peter goes, wait, did it just restart at the same frame? And I said, no. Maybe it's showing the original start, but then when Uncle Rudy shows up on the screen to invite you to adventure, you say no. Nope.
Because that'd be an interesting choice.
Right.
But yeah.
Nope, it literally, I bet if we looked like on the DVD programming, it literally just looped right back to
my
that
gosh.
exact. Which, can I
That's
point
funny.
out what bothered me the most about this whole movie is a very low production value. But Frankie Muniz's character's glasses change color.
Yes,
from green
Oh my gosh.
to like a yellow.
I know.
And blue. The
were
very
they blue?
first time you see them, they're blue. And then they're green,
yes.
and then they're yellow. And it's apropos of nothing. It doesn't indicate
I was
anything.
wondering about that too. And like all of my family noted that as well. We were all like, why? Are they mood glasses? Like he gets to Shangri-La and he's happy and they're yellow?
But no.
He's calm at home and they're blue?
Well, and I thought, oh, now we got to this ending, maybe because he's green glasses looking through and seeing blue glasses.
That'd be interesting, but
and I thought, yes, that's why. How cool. And then it was just re-looped, and I was like, oh, see, I thought I cracked the code, and it was just a lazy animator.
Yeah.
No, someone just forgot what color the glasses were, and they're like, I think they were green?
So, speaking of the
No,
production...
they're yellow. They're yellow for sure.
Definitely blue.
They ran out of blue, and so they're like, okay, they're green. I don't know.
Well, speaking of the production value really quick, the backgrounds are all just like slightly like faded and just slightly like maybe even like a little bit pixelated almost. And then the outlines of all the characters are kind of this big, thick, black outlining, kind of making it look a little bit like cartoony, like a comic, which I kind of liked.
Yeah.
But you could tell where kind of all the money went. The money went basically towards the cast.
Yeah, they paid a lot to get these voice actors in, and then they were like, oh my God, We blew the budget.
Right.
Oh, rats, this is a visual medium. Maybe we should have spent some money on the visual aspect, too.
Well, before we kind of wrap it up, how about let's get to favorite ending? So I talked about mine. Abby, too, if you want to. Did you have a favorite ending?
My favorite ending was when we got eaten by a bear. Because you get to choose your footprints, and apparently Benji has this amazing Benjin that can tell his uncle's footsteps, but it can't identify a bear's footprints.
Yes.
So we go after unknown footprints.
Because they look like a Yeti.
But how do we know what a Yeti's footprints look like?
Exactly. And why wouldn't any Benjin worth its salt be able to identify, no, that's a bear. Because bears are real. I thought it was very funny that without even thinking twice about it, they're like, let's go after the big hairy feet. And then they got surprised they were eaten by a bear, which they should not have been surprised about at all.
Yep. My favorite ending was the one where I got to fly with the Yeti.
Yes.
That was the best one. So that was
Were you
really
with the
fun.
uncle or not?
Yes, with the uncle.
I really hope the listeners just tune in for that section, for the phrase, fly with a Yeti.
Fly with the Yeti. I got to fly
To
with
the
the
sea.
Yeti. We flew through the blue. It was really fun. I didn't know it was the Yeti, but it was, you know how in the first when we talked about the Abominable Snowman, and we're like, oh, the Yeti shifted from, the Yeti into the unicorn, into the Buddha, into the whatever. This was that kind of situation because it was, the wise man in the temple, and when you're Benji and you have to make the choice between going alone through life or, choosing to go with your family. I was distracted at that time and I didn't do anything.
It chose for you.
It chose for me. So I'm assuming it chose for me to be with my family at that point.
And then the uncle is like, hey, wasn't it worth it to go on this adventure? And then you as Benjamin, Frankie Muniz are like, yeah, it totally was. Completely and it just kind of felt like, I know they're trying to put like a nice bow on it, but it was kind of, it felt like William H. Macy was like, hey, I'm going to completely negate your feelings.
Yeah.
By saying, hey, isn't this view nice?
Right, basically. And then right in front of you, the wise man, like, into a Yeti.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, what?
And you fly.
And then he's like, hey, everybody, hold my hand. But he can't talk anymore, actually. Weirdly. He's like, I used to be able to talk to you, but now I'm silent. And so
I used to be able to talk to you in English.
Yeah, and then he grabs your hand, and you guys all fly through the air, and then you all go to Shangri-La where your glasses turn yellow. Oh, the other really good ending is when you find the Yeti mom with the baby, and she has a rock on her leg, and then you're not like, we're going to get a big log.
We talked about this too, yes.
We're going to use leverage, and we're going to, because you're, as Benji, you're like a smart science dork. And you're like, oh. But you're
I can dig under the rock and try to get out her foot that way.
Yeah.
You don't do any of those actual smart,
that
science
don't endanger
things.
people further.
Yeah.
What you decide to do instead is there's another larger boulder.
You're like,
hey,
it's
I'm going to...
way up on top of a bigger hill.
Yes. So you're going to say, hey, let's play pool.
Billiards.
And I'm going to knock this rock, because somehow we can't move the other rock, but we can move this rock. We're going to move this big boulder down the hill. It's going to knock into the boulder and free the mom Yeti.
Hopefully not crush her.
Hopefully not crush her, yes.
Maybe it'll just hit that other one and then ping!
And so Benjamin takes out the Benjin, and he's like trying to make like calculations and alterations. But I was like, there's so many variables. Like you're going down a hill, and this rock isn't like a solid sphere.
Like anyone who's gone skiing or snowboarding knows you could be like going down a hill and you think it's fine, and then like, oop, there's a little lump, and you're like, oh no, like, nope.
Yep.
Oh no. So yeah, that mom could have been crushed. You could have then had like, oh no, we've just orphaned this Yeti baby. Like what happened with our parents. Now we have a new sibling.
But then that one ends with, because the mom is reunited with the kid, and the mom is fine. And she was, to set that up, she was able to start a signal fire to try and lure you in. But she started like so far away from the rock that she was pinned under. That was like, how did she do that?
I know. And then Marco plays her a song on his yak.
His yak
flute that was made out of a yak leg or something.
Yes, which is kind of from another storyline, but whatever. And then like Benjamin says like, hey, I guess we kind of like achieved what our parents were looking for all along. Which is like, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you?
Did we? Did
they set out to play billiards in the middle of the Himalayas and
when our parents
try not
were
to
like,
orphan a Yeti?
Yeah, when our parents were dying, they're like, you know what? I really hope our children accomplish one day. I hope that they have a dangerous rescue scheme.
That could have gone sideways so fast.
I hope. Oh,
and
man,
they make reckless decisions that endanger other living beings.
Right.
Well, that was Abominable Snowman. We didn't get to the yak lady. That's kind of a weird stereotype.
That one
a lot of
was.
stereotypes in this.
That's
when she couldn't speak English at
Yeah,
all,
and
and
like-
then all of a sudden she could speak English.
yeah.
Suddenly, that was.
Yes.
And
Oh
she was a
God.
grumpy old lady who lived alone. There's a lot of stereotypes. This was a very stereotype heavy.
Maybe that's
Yes.
why it's the one and only movie in this series.
Well, I know they wanted to do others. Abby pointed out that it does say one on the cover, so they obviously wanted to do more, but this probably didn't find its audience, and so they just
there
didn't.
is no audience for this.
No.
'Cause
Well,
no one
and I kept thinking
wants to
about,
see
like,
it.
because I used to be a teacher,
Yeah.
and I thought, oh, if they had found a teaching audience, like if they had truly done a little bit of homework, because they were clearly trying to sell that as educational, especially with like the little insert, the little adventure guide
Yeah.
with some of the information in it. But they didn't find that market, and clearly as a mom, they didn't find parent market.
Oh no. No, my kids thought it was hilarious. Bad hilarious. But yeah, not good hilarious.
So I guess let's get to final judgments then. So what do you think of this movie? I think we kind of already figured
I
out.
would give it a well, for comedic relief as a good little haha. It's a nice solid thumbs up. But if I was just judging it based on like, hey, would I recommend that families check this out and watch this? No, it's a thumbs down.
Hard
Right.
pass.
But am I glad that I watched it? Absolutely. I loved it for that.
Yeah, there were parts that obviously didn't age well that we discussed.
Yeah.
I overall liked what they were trying to do. I liked that the characters had some sort of arc. They put effort into this. Although obviously things haven't aged the best.
Right.
There were parts that were hard to hear too. I felt like
Yeah.
it was somewhat mumbly. And we had to turn up our volume.
Oh, yeah, we had to crank the volume. It was kind of goofy when they were like trying to do the thing where they're like, did you get to the one where the older sister, Krista, was like, I try to keep it all together and be a good big sister, but I'm not as strong as everyone thinks I am. Like, she had a whole arc like that,
Yeah.
too. And I was like,
Yep.
but Marco didn't have one.
Yeah, Marco didn't.
No.
But so
He's just fine with them dying. He's like, I don't have a problem with it.
He's a little brother. He doesn't get an arc.
well, that's my point is that they tried to make this like a legitimate movie with arcs and story and action sequences, set pieces. They just couldn't pull it off because I don't think they had the budget. All the budget went into the
Yeah, talent. That's why next time, don't even worry about getting big talent, guys. That's you did the wrong thing. Nobody is buying this because they're like, I love William H. Macy. He is the best. I am buying this because I love him.
right.
That's not the thing that people are buying this for.
How about let's end on discussing the song Choose Your Own Adventure.
What a bop.
It's very pop punk.
I would be twerking to this in the club. You throw a beat behind this, remix it.
How about let's just get into our housekeeping really quick. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast on the podcatcher of your choice.
Podcatcher?
Podcatcher.
You betcha.
Don't you know?
Make sure that you give us a 5-star review on iTunes, just because it helps everybody find the show, regardless of what platform they use. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, because I'm sure Abby is going to post some photos from the movie.
This time I will. Last time I forgot. Listen, guys,
we're busy. This is for fun.
Yeah.
So
I'm just, whatever.
But when you're on, and they're really funny.
Yeah, it's true.
And you can email us at chooseyourownbookclubpodcast@gmail.com if you have anything that we missed, any recommendations, anything like that. Mm-hmm. Our next book will be House of Danger by R.A. Montgomery. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be fun. So that'll be in the new year.
I can't wait.
Thanks for joining us today, everybody. This has been a really fun year. Starting the podcast off, and it's been a great adventure with you, Abby.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Abby's holding back tears.
No, I'm just. You're so embarrassing. I love y'all.
Well, fine.
No, thank you. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it, and it's been so rewarding, man. It's a really fun time.
Good.
Yeah.
Yay, friends.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for choosing us today, everybody. My name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby, and I am also a librarian.
And today we were joined by...
Oh. Abby, too.
And...
I'm also a librarian.
Hey! Very nice. Well, thanks for listening today, everybody.
Bye.
Perfect.
I didn't know if you were going to say my name for me.
I pointed to you.
I know, you were on a roll. I was letting you know what it is. Also, I forgot my name. Because I call myself Other Abby, but apparently I'm Abby too.
That's true.